Do you feel like you're stuck in a cycle of forgiveness with a narcissist? Nearly 90% of victims of narcissistic abuse report experiencing feelings of confusion and self-doubt, often due to the manipulation and gaslighting they endure in the relationship. This high percentage illustrates how deeply narcissistic behaviors can impact a person's mental clarity and self-perception, leading to long-term emotional and psychological challenges, even after the relationship ends. Narcissism is a personality trait characterized by an excessive focus on oneself, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. People with narcissistic tendencies often exhibit grandiosity, a sense of entitlement, and an inflated sense of self-importance. While some narcissism is a normal part of human behavior, when it becomes pervasive and destructive, it can lead to narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. In relationships, narcissists can be charming and charismatic, often drawing people in with their confidence and apparent self-assuredness. However, over time, their harmful behaviors, such as manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional abuse, begin to surface. Despite these toxic patterns, people often find themselves forgiving narcissists repeatedly. This tendency to forgive can stem from various factors, such as the narcissist's ability to manipulate emotions, the victim's hope for change, or a deep-seated fear of conflict or loneliness. Narcissists are skilled at creating cycles of idealization and devaluation, where they alternate between praise and criticism, keeping their victims off balance and emotionally invested. Forgiving a narcissist, especially when they have shown no real effort to change, can lead to a cycle of emotional abuse. It's important to recognize the patterns of narcissistic behavior and understand the potential consequences of continued forgiveness without accountability. Breaking free from a narcissistic relationship often requires setting firm boundaries and prioritizing one's own mental and emotional well-being. Forgiving a narcissist can take a significant emotional toll, often leading to deep confusion and distress. This emotional turmoil stems from the complex and manipulative nature of narcissistic behavior, which can distort perceptions of reality and erode self-confidence. Narcissists are experts at manipulating emotions, often using tactics like love bombing, gaslighting, and guilt-tripping. Initially, they might shower you with affection and admiration, creating a powerful emotional bond. However, as the relationship progresses, they begin to withdraw this affection, criticize you, or make you feel inadequate. This push-and-pull dynamic keeps you emotionally off balance, creating a sense of dependency on the narcissist's approval. When you forgive a narcissist, especially after they've hurt you, it can lead to feelings of self-doubt. You might start questioning your own judgment, wondering if you're overreacting or being too harsh. This is often a result of gaslighting, where the narcissist makes you question your reality or perceptions. Over time, this erodes your self-esteem and can leave you feeling trapped, unable to trust your own emotions or decisions. One of the most confusing aspects of forgiving a narcissist is the inconsistency in their behavior. Narcissists often alternate between moments of charm and affection and episodes of cruelty or neglect. After a hurtful incident, they might apologize or make promises to change, only to revert to their harmful behaviors soon after. This cycle can leave you constantly hoping for improvement, forgiving them time and again in the belief that this time things will be different. This inconsistency creates a cognitive dissonance, a mental conflict where you struggle to reconcile the narcissist's loving behavior with their hurtful actions. This internal conflict can lead to anxiety, depression, and a feeling of being emotionally stuck. You may feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, never knowing when the next high or low will come, which can be exhausting and destabilizing. Continually forgiving a narcissist without seeing real change can perpetuate unhealthy relationship dynamics. Each act of forgiveness may reinforce the narcissist's behavior, as they learn that they can act without facing meaningful consequences. This creates a power imbalance, where the narcissist feels entitled to behave however they please, knowing that you will always forgive them. Furthermore, this cycle of forgiveness can prevent the narcissist from ever truly confronting their own issues or taking responsibility for their actions. It also keeps you locked in a pattern of emotional dependence, where your well-being becomes tied to the narcissist's approval and behavior. Over time, this can lead to a loss of identity, as you may begin to prioritize the narcissist's needs over your own, further deepening the unhealthy dynamic. Breaking free from this cycle often requires a shift in perspective. It involves recognizing that forgiveness does not have to mean continued tolerance of abuse or manipulation. Setting boundaries and prioritizing your own emotional health is crucial. Sometimes this might mean distancing yourself from the narcissist or seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist to help you regain clarity and strength. In summary, the emotional toll and confusion that come with forgiving a narcissist can be profound, often leading to a perpetuation of toxic dynamics. Understanding these patterns and taking steps to protect your well-being is essential for breaking free from the cycle of emotional manipulation. Here are 20 reasons to stop forgiving a toxic person. 1. Repeated behavior. If they continually repeat the same hurtful actions after promising to change, it shows a lack of genuine remorse. 2. Emotional drain. Constantly forgiving them can drain your emotional energy, leaving you exhausted and mentally fatigued. 3. Reinforcing bad behavior. By forgiving them repeatedly, you may inadvertently reinforce their toxic behavior as they don't face consequences. 4. Loss of self-respect. Over time, continually forgiving toxic behavior can diminish your self-respect as you tolerate treatment that you don't deserve. 5. Stagnation in personal growth. Being tied to a toxic person can prevent you from growing and evolving, as their negativity hinders your progress. 6. Damage to self-esteem. Constantly being mistreated and forgiving the person can severely damage your self-esteem and self-worth. 7. Cycle of manipulation. Toxic people often manipulate forgiveness to continue their harmful behavior, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. 8. Lack of accountability. When you keep forgiving, the toxic person may never learn to take accountability for their actions, which is essential for personal growth. 9. Impact on mental health. The stress and emotional turmoil from dealing with a toxic person can take a toll on your mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, or other issues. 10. Strained relationships. The toxic dynamic can spill over into other areas of your life, affecting your relationships with friends, family, or coworkers. 11. Negative influence. A toxic person's behavior can influence your mindset, leading you to become more negative, distrustful, or cynical. 12. Time wasted. Investing time and energy in a toxic relationship can prevent you from pursuing healthier, more fulfilling relationships. 13. Erosion of trust. Repeated betrayals and hurt can erode your ability to trust, not just the toxic person, but others in your life as well. 14. Fear of loneliness. Continually forgiving a toxic person out of fear of being alone can keep you trapped in an unhealthy situation. 15. Compromised values. Constant forgiveness may lead you to compromise your own values and principles, which can cause inner conflict. 16. Physical health impact. Chronic stress from toxic interactions can lead to physical health issues like headaches, high blood pressure, or a weakened immune system. 17. Neglect of your needs. Forgiving toxic behavior often means putting your own needs and well-being last, which can lead to neglecting your self-care. 18. Preventing personal healing. Forgiving without seeing real change can hinder your own healing process, keeping you stuck in a cycle of pain. 19. Empowering the toxic person. Constant forgiveness can empower the toxic person to continue their harmful behavior, knowing they won't face real consequences. 20. Loss of hope for change. Over time, you may lose hope that the person will ever change, leading to feelings of despair or hopelessness. These reasons highlight the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing your well-being when dealing with a toxic person. I encourage you to share your own experiences in the comments and to subscribe for more empowering videos on healing and personal growth.